Quality.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt and today we're trying to make Rallius flowers. That's the plan. That's what we're working on. We do have a bunch of things we need for Rallius, and hopefully we can get them fairly soon. I don't know why we need it. Oh, we needed it for the optical sets. Yes, we did. So yeah, we're just going to keep making those Rallius flowers. Once they're done, we're going to make a little farm of flowers, which would be pretty good to have. I'm very excited for a little farm of flowers. I might take a little bit of a break in the middle there of making flowers to make the biofuel reactor, just because I feel like we need it. Are we there yet? We're never there yet. You don't play Pi to be done, to be there. But we'll get there. We'll get somewhere. Where will we get? I don't know. There, I suppose. Oh. What happened here? Oh, right, yes, okay. So we're just going to go to my secret lab, where we do our dark and dastardly works. Oh, also, apparently my repair packs. Oh, yeah, I don't need repair packs. Where are we going? So, where's my secret lab? My secret lab's up here, right? Yes, it is. I would like a way to make well, actually, at the end of this, I shouldn't need this. So, let's go... Do I have like extra glassworks? Oh, not really. That's fine. We'll just turn this glassworks into what we need it to be for a few moments. We'll just do this for the tiniest of bits. Put that in there. I don't know how many optical sets we need, but we're just going to make a few and then we should be good. Yep. And then let's just go back to making my glassware. Cool. Hello Tara, how you doing? We're working on Rallius, yes. I don't know how quick that's going to be to make, but we're working on it. I've actually forgot what we were working on. I gotta stop clicking that button. All fine aside from being a Monday. You know what? I feel that in the very depths of my soul. Yep, I do feel that. Right. We needed laboratory instruments. That's why we did that. Can we build laboratory instruments? We can. Build 3 of them. 3 is probably a good number. I hate that button right now. So we need 3 of these. I think we'll just call it quits there. Internet is down in the main office, so there's no access to all the important things. So that sounds like a good time to goof off, if you ask me. So that'll make my I hate that button. Okay, that'll make my DNA. We have that, we have that. We probably need to go and make the Rallia Codex, which is not too difficult. We only really need 1 at the moment, so let's go get some tinned cable, which I believe is tin and copper. They're digging out the street, so you think they cut the fiber. That would make sense. That's still pretty annoying to have to deal with. I mean, you know what? It's better they have to deal with than you have to deal with, though, I suppose, right? Tinned copper. Oh, we're gonna need more copper than that. Sorry, not copper, tin. Copper tin. We're not making any of this right now because the batteries haven't arrived yet, but they'll get there, don't worry. Cable. Just make 50 of them, it's fine, you'll figure it out. We only need to make a couple of them. We need some... got enough of those, I think. That's probably fine, that's probably fine. I think at this point just a planter box and then we are gravy. You always want to be gravy. I don't think I need to tell anyone that. Planter box is probably near my secret lab, where I do all sorts of nefarious things. Welcome to my secret lair, Skull Crusher Mountain. Can we get like make a little secret lair inside of the lake? If we're gonna make a secret lair, I think it should be inside a lake. Oh wait, we need more plasmids? Uh-oh. Oh, crud, we need a barreler. Okay. And also some barrels. Okay. That's okay. It's not that big a deal. We just go get some steel and some steel and go get some Zogners. And then we'll be sweet. I'll figure out where steel is. Like, there's a line coming down from somewhere. There it is. Okay, barreler. Just need one barreler near the Zogners. I don't... Well, actually... What if we took 2 barrelers? Let's think about this. We're probably going to run into this problem in the future anyway, so let's make some barrelers. I think it also means some of my petri dishes broke, but that's okay. We can not worry about that. They'll sort themselves out. They'll sort themselves out. Do we have any of those? Oh, I'd love one of those, thank you. Wait, one of those? Is one of those the appropriate number? One of those is the appropriate number, believe it or not. There's always something kind of fun about at work when some like critical system goes down and you can't do anything. And everyone's just like, well, I guess we can't do anything now. It's just kind of fun, you know? And everyone deals with it in different ways. But ultimately, what are you gonna do? You can't do shit. We are also going to take bio. I think things will jam if I don't. I don't know, it's just always a favorite time of work for me where it's just like, ah, you can't work anymore. But you also can't go anywhere, so you're just like hanging out. And then it's especially good when you're supposed to be the one sort of in charge and you can't do anything, so you can't even boss people around, tell them to get back to work, because what are they supposed to do? They got nothing to do, so you just go, well, just let them go. And you always get some, like, one who's like trying to get them to work, and it's like, oh, come on, man. What are they supposed to do? They can't do anything. Like, well, we're paying them. It's like, oh, freaking deal with it. Sounds like a you problem, mate. You always get someone who thinks it's more important that work gets done when there's no work that can be done. Like, oh my dude. There's always one. We need some automation science packs, okay. problem with that is I don't know if we really have many of those around.
Quality? Why not?
We're going to decrease quality back down to 0. What have I missed? Codex, yes. I need a planter box. Just one planter box, really. Cute. Bunch of completed science. I need 100 of it. I don't know if we have 100 of it. Oh, we probably absolutely do. Boop. Perfect. That's the codex done. Increased quality is disabled. Yeah, it'll be disabled because...
What is the ultimate meow-answer to the ultimate question of life, the Meowniverse, and Meow-everything?
Meow-everything. Yeah, sorry, I was finished. Thank you so much for the 42 months, Solbin. I'll get to you meows in just a second. So, increased quality and decreased quality lock each other off when it's used for about 5-10 minutes. So that's expected. Solbin, thank you so much for the 42 months. I like that you've gone with the Hitchhiker's Guide reference there. And may I say, meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Wait, I'm moving to meows. We're going to keep going. Meow, meow, meow. 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 Meow, meow. I think I was trying to be clever, and I think I got 4 meows by mistake. But you know what? My loss is your gain, as they say. Really? I feel like I messed up that time. Oh, I'll take it. Okay, we gotta make this in a botanical nursery. Ah, man. Good count? Okay, thank you. We planter boxes and iron plates. Okay. You know what, just take a stack of planter boxes. Clearly, no one's going to be harmed by it. 42 months is over 3 years. I know. Some of my long-standing subs are these ridiculous numbers, and I am so appreciative of it. I really do appreciate you guys. And especially right now, of course, you, Solburn, since you're the one being appreciated right now. Three and a half. Yeah, 3.5 years. It's really gone by pretty quick, hasn't it? Kind of ridiculous. What do we need? I need water. And where do we need water from in this day and age? Oh wait, right there. Where am I getting water from this day and age? This is the old water pipe. Right there. Don't know why you're being a little bitch about it. I appreciate it. I truly do. Flower DNA, okay. Flower DNA needs to be made. Oh wait, we need to make another codex? Oh, we need to make 2 codexes, okay. Thankfully the codexes are pretty easy to make. It just needs lamps and circuit boards. But I mean, I never got into the stream business for the Muns, which is good because if I did this as a career, I'd be starving. I mean, you only work like 2-3 hours a day for like 3 days a week. Yeah, that's probably, you should be starving on that. Oh, okay, should be is a very harsh word, but it's not surprising you'd be starving on that. Is probably a better phrase to put it. No one should ever be starving. There we go. Then we need to download some animals or something. Where do we do the downloads? We download the data array over here. Put that like in there. Put it back! Put it back! You know not what you have done. Put it back. You fool! Okay, pick it up, pick it up! You know exactly what you've done! You fool! Regardless of whether you know what you've done or not, you're still a fool. How about I just put them in there? There we go, make the machines take care of it. Okay, it's gonna take a little bit to download, that's okay. You wouldn't download an entire flower. I would download an entire flower. And then, with our first Railius, or Railias, because we're getting 2 of them, then we get some real shit started, I suppose. Railias. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to be able to manage that, but we'll try. Can I get my robots back, please? Thank you. Railias. Railias! Oh, it's Railias. Alright, so I never needed that. When was the planting of flowers? Look, we are literally downloading the flowers now. They are being downloaded as we speak. Then we're going to grow the flowers with the downloaded flowers, and then I'm planting it now. Downloading flowers. I mean, yeah. How do you do it? Yeah, we're gonna need some soil. Oh, we've upset the machine again. The machine god is being displeased again. I don't know, man. Do it. You know what? Okay, I'm going to change this a little bit. I'm going to say I would like the dirt to be looked at over here. Because that just makes more sense. Nope, not there. For the love of God, not there. There. That's going to break everything again. Thankfully I've done this enough times to not be too worried. You just don't have meat in there. Rid of that there. Right, and then we need hydrogen, which we're just going to make through water electrolysis. I tried to start the machine, but the machine got upset. Yeah, it's valid. It's a valid concern. Okay. So, I don't want to go too far. Wonder how this works. I wonder if I can, like, say... No, that's not what I wanted to do. Is there a way of like... Oh wait. Oh, that's kind of cool. I didn't know I could do that. So what I could do, I don't know if this works. No, that doesn't work the way I wanted it to do. But see, these are the things I need, apparently. Try that button again. I think I had a good idea there, but I think I failed right at the end. Oh. So if I go into there, then hey, look at that. That's actually pretty cool. But I don't want the whole machine. So I think... Let's delete that. No, I think we are on the verge of greatness here. We're not doing 1,000 moon drops. Wait. Yeah, 1,000. Look, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about the moon drops. They're going to come in on their own. Because the moon drops will get made, and then we'll use the moon drops to make more moon drops. So we don't really need to worry about that too much. We do need 1,000 moon drops, though, it turns out. Oh, and then we go floor like that, and then we do it that way. Ah, ha, ha, ha! He's a genius. He's a genius. He's doing his best. He's not the best, but he's doing okay. Soil, okay. What else do we need? I'd like one more of those, I think. So I need 5 total, right? Is that how that worked? So let's not beat up a bush. Let's actually build the things that are going to be a pain. So the Relicia Plantation, or however the hell you say it. Okay. We need a few things. Treated wood is going to be the pain in my buttocks. I think we make treated wood. I think that's treated wood there. Yes, we do. Okay. I'm going to start putting that in boxes. And I'm going to not go too much. But I do need it. Okay, so that's... A lot more than I really accounted for. And try and drop off some things that I don't really need, hoping that will make my life slightly easier. Let's go in there. Let's go in there. That can go in there. Didn't really help me out that much, actually. That can go in there. We can put that biomass in there, that's good. We can burn that coal, I suppose. Actually, Where's the crushed coal? Meanwhile, that's been happening, and we've got a bunch of crushed wood. Or crushed wood? The hell am I talking about? Look at all this crushed wood we have. Okay, we're going to need soil. We must soil ourselves publicly and bravely. Okay, that's actually quite a bit, but that's alright. Then we need steam engines, that's not a problem. Glass, lots of glass. Got it. Steam engines do aluminum and iron, okay. Thankfully, most of that is actually fairly easy to come and steam engines, just build a stack of steam engines. Well, grab a stack of steam engines. And how are we doing? 1. Ran out of lamps. Friggin' lamps, I tell ya. 2. Okay. Fine work. Not really. Binder boxes. Well, we're going to go back up there anyway, so we might as well go up there now. Yeah, it's time to, now that we've downloaded the flowers, now it is time to create the flowers. The flowers should be downloaded. Yes. Oh, it's for my nurseries, wasn't it? One more nursery done. How long is that going to take? Not hugely long, but I'd rather get some more work done while I'm waiting for it. Okay. Nurseries require some more fluid miners. Funnily enough, we actually just have those in a box, so we could just grab a stack of them. Gear core inductors and iron. Neither of those things are highly difficult to come by. So we currently have 3. That's all of them. Electrolyzers. Tire processing. Of course. Always something, isn't it? More iron. Got it. Cool. That's my electrolyzer sorted. So now the only thing I gotta do is worry about my plantations. That's pretty encouraging, actually. So I'm going to start getting the plantations going. I'm going to get one going and doing its thing, and then I'm going to go and try and figure out a bio plant. I feel like that's a good idea. Lamps and steam engines, got it. neither of which is a particularly difficult thing to come by. Lamps are kind of getting difficult over here, but it's not that huge a deal. And some small parts. Small parts are always a dime a dozen. Like literally, that's how much they cost. A dime. For a dozen. Don't ask me how much a dime is, I don't remember. We don't have that currency here. We use a thing called real money. Okay, my Ralcia is done, 89 hours. Out of curiosity, how long did it take me to get my first splitter? 31 hours, that's not bad actually. Wait, where'd my soil extractors go? They go into here. Oh, they went into there, didn't they? Bloody typical. How can one be counted to soil themselves when this happens? So I'm going to grab some soil and then we're going to go and try and find a good place to start growing this Ralcia. It's going to be somewhere by train. I'm not going to build it close to anything. Preferably close to water though. I mean, maybe up here. Take the train line up here. Because I haven't found any water that way. I mean, I'm sure there's water down that way somewhere. Or I could go over here. No, north just seems like a right place. It just seems right in my head, you know? If you don't know, that's fine too. There's no real logic behind this thought. Okay, that's my first flowers. Hell yeah. I just had a terrifying thought. I can't even make the seeds until I have 5 of them. I've only got 2. I need to do this 2 more times. I'm not done. Fudge sake. Okay. So we'll do this 2 more times. Sure, why not? Why the bloody hell not? So that means we still need... So we need 6 of these, okay. I guess I gotta go get some hot bricks. There's a few things I need to do now that I had not considered on doing. I need more equipment chassis. It's just tin. Okay. It's fine. It's not actually. I had not accounted for this. I was excited to get my flowers going, but apparently it is not to be just yet. That's kind of bullshit, right? I feel like after you make enough flowers, you should be able to make enough that you can actually just start using them. But no, not here. Not in this game. That's just not how it works, neighborino. Okay. Equipment chassis required tin plate. I mean, let's get more tin plates. I don't think we can have too many tin plates for this. Rubber, we probably have enough. Do we have enough?
Quality.
Leo Redbone, thanks so much for increasing the quality. It's appreciated. We are now normal quality. Okie dokie. So, chassis. Let's just build a bunch of them, because it's probably good. And with those aforementioned chassis, we can we just build laboratory instruments right now? Yeah, just get onto it. Stop being a little beach about it and get it done. But I love being a little beach about things. There comes a time where SeiferKatt can be too honest. I needed some coal. No, not coal. I need some hot rocks. Where am I getting my hot rocks from? Over there. Just need a couple of hot rocks, if you know what I mean. Like any regular man, I love to get my hot rocks. You know a man who doesn't love his hot rocks? I'll show you a liar. Some things are just like built into like primal man that we love our hot rocks. I was worried about that actually. Did I just steal some hot rocks? No. Can I make a couple of heat exchangers? Not easily. Okay. I know a better place to get hot rocks from, actually. Unfortunately, I don't have a train with me. It was actually a really good place to get some hot rocks. Take a bit of rubber as well. I don't know why, I just feel like some extra rubber would always be... You'd never go amiss with a bit of extra rubber, you know? Titanium. I feel like I could steal some more source some more titanium. Steal is such a harsh word. but also I couldn't, so I was wrong. We need plasmids and retrovirus, which we're still trying to source hot rocks for. I know where we source hot rocks, don't worry. I figured that out. Hot rock source. Hi. I just feel like I've been so tricked by the fact that I made the flowers. I'm like, great, let's go. It's like, did you make the flowers? Yes. Did you make enough flowers? Just, so infuriating. I was tricked. And as soon as I thought about it, as soon as I thought about it for a moment, I'm like, this game would do that to me, and then it did. You know, it's like realizing the trap after you've fallen for it is always the best way to do it. Now, my hot rocks are going to be down here. Don't worry about the fact that I'm crashing into everything, I also don't care. Okay. We have a minor problem here. I don't think this is doing enough. I don't have a solution to that. I have no solution to that aside from get some iron. Which actually, on hindsight, is a pretty good solution because there's iron just over here. Or at least there would be if we had any hot air. Which we would have if someone wasn't stealing the hot rocks. Unfortunately, someone was stealing the hot rocks, and it was me. Okay. At 80k that goes off. At 90k we clearly have a problem. Actually, take that down to 50k. I'll put that at 80k. Maybe 70k. There we go. Now we get my hot rocks. Okay. And I don't want to destroy the ecosystem, so I've stolen 50 hot rocks. Okay. I'm trying to do some numbers stuff here, so not a problem, but clearly that failed. There we go. So the ecosystem has not been damaged. Iron is coming out through again. Good, good. These are still jamming, aren't they? Yes, they are. I don't suppose I've decided combinations with me, do I? No. If anything... Oh, actually, hang on. No, here's how we do it. We go... okay, no, we stick with anything. Anything was good, actually, there. Get rid of that. False as an input greater than 15k. And then we put that... Okay. And that also pulls back a little bit of the power that I'm wasting. Okay, so I got my hot rocks, I got some things. The hot rocks are needed for something that's probably important. I literally cannot remember why anymore, but I'm sure it's important. Don't ask me why, because I do not remember. Anyway, to my secret lab. Oops. Whoops! To my secret lab! To the cat cave. We do not have a cat cave. For what I hope are obvious reasons. A weird thing to have. Need some lamps at some point, that's fine, we can figure that out later. Yes, we need some generic Earth DNA samples. That can be done. Put my hot rocks in there. Gonna make some retroviruses. I think it makes enough retroviruses. It would do if we had enough lab instruments, which we do not appear to have currently. We need 6 of these. We probably didn't have enough hot rocks, actually. Is that just the way? Oh, maybe we do. No, I think we're short on hot rocks. Oh no, we'll be actually alright. We'll be alright with hot rocks. And then we just need one more laboratory instrument. We're gonna need more laboratory instruments, that's for sure, which means we need more rubber. That's not a big deal, we can make more rubber. Okay, that's my retroviruses sorted out. Good. We also need like a bunch of plasmids, which is... That should sort that out. We should have more than enough Zognas. Okay, is that enough? I need 6 plasmids. One more. Excuse me. Excuse me again. So I need a bunch of those. That's happening. We need... Bless me twice, thank you. I have truly been blessed this day. Okay, so we need one of those. Actually, we need 2 of those, don't we? We need 6 of those. I don't think this ever needs to be automated, so I don't mind that I'm just sort of running around doing this manually. For my codices, I need those to be probably... My codices, I need lamps. Do I have lamps on here? 2 lamps. That's enough for nothing. I need more codices. I need more lamps specifically. It's okay. This is all progression. It feels harsh at the moment, but it is still progression. And we must never forget that. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, that's why lamps weren't being made. It was full of ash. Had a face full of ash. That should be enough codices. Do we have enough whatever the hell to make more cables? I do not think we do. No, we need more copper cables. That's fine. That's what we make it for. Do I want to get more of this on? I think so. Relatively easy to do. Just do that real quick. Congratulations, we've made more aluminium. That one would be a bit more of a problem. There we go. It's not really going to help much, but it will get a little bit more aluminium done. At some point that whole aluminium thing will have to be ripped out, but for now, I mean, it's still working, right? It's still getting aluminium. We do have a new source of aluminium available. I'm hoping what we've got lasts until we don't need it to last anymore. That will make 2 of those flowers. Yes, it will. Good. We are short on substrate, biosample, everything actually. How cute. We need to get more substrates. Substrates aren't far away, thankfully. And we should have a fair... That's not a good sign. Yo, where my substrates at? Where's my cellulose at? Where's my wood at? Oh, that question gets worse every time I ask another question. Where is my wood? Why is my wood not working? Yes. Back on seeds, classic. Yep, does appear that way. Yup. I was supposed to stop that from happening. Okay, and after that it should be sorted. No, they're actually buggered. Because... oh no, it is sort of working its way out. Oof. Oh great though. Anyway, cellulose should be coming through for a little while. We're going to have to figure out what to do with those seeds at some point. How many substrate? You need 3 cellulose before you actually do anything of real value. Hopefully that helps. Okay. Well, I don't know how much of that I needed, but some is probably correct. 4 per thing. Okay, so 4 times 3 is 12, times 2 is 24. So I need 24 of these. I currently have 7. Needless to say, 7 is less than 24. I have enough number blocks to know that maths. It's always important to watch number blocks to learn basic facts like that. But then you wonder, like, wait, what's 24's deal again? Number blocks is a great show. I know it's for kids, but it's a great show. Where are my planter boxes at, please? Ran out of ash. We ran out of ash. I don't believe that. Well, I was right not to. Didn't really run out of ash so much as ran out of ash in a different way. Okay. So that'll sort itself out later. That's going to start being a problem as well very soon. We'll worry about things later. Worrying about things right now is not Seif's problem. Who Seif is. That'll sort itself out soon. We probably need to get some more petri dishes. Three DNA currently. Can we build more codexes? Oh hell, I don't think we've got enough codexes. Well, that's about what I should expect. Even building enough codexes, can you name a duo that never existed? Why am I coming this way? For the life of me, I do not know. I wanted more petri dishes. How many cows do we have? 500 cows. That's a lot of cows. I don't even plan to use them yet either. Why do we have a bunch of biomass just sitting there? Tell me, for the love of God, please tell me that... No, they don't expire. Okay, then I'm very confused. I think we only need one more. And some planter boxes, which are surprisingly easy to come by. Okay, and then we're just going to do this one more time. But I think we're almost done anyway. We just need to get the flower samples and a couple of codices. Which we are currently short, probably the wires, if I take a guess. Wires and circuit boards. Yeah, well, actually, it's not even the wires, it's just the circuit boards. We get circuit boards then. I always feel this drive going south is longer than I always feel like it's longer than I remember it being. Oops. Especially longer when you do that. Oopsies. Sorry. I feel like it's further south every time. 2 codices. By the way, could you tell that I like saying the word codices instead of codexes? It's just more fun. Also, my chair is stupid. It keeps dropping. I need to buy a new one at some point. Sometimes it's fine. You know, it's just like, today it's just being stupid. It's like 50-50 each day. It's like some days it's great, some days it's not. 50-50 is a statistic that I completely pulled out of my ass. Yeah, they say if you're gonna pull something out of your ass, it might as well be a statistic. That's what they say, okay? I can't make people say things. I'm wondering how viable it would be to upgrade these. What would it require? Just steel and duralumin. That's actually quite doable. I think. Yeah, it is. At least the first one is, and then you run out of iron. Isn't that always the way? I mean, it'll double my science production. It'd be a fool not to. I built the wrong... Those are the wrong ones. Sorry, my bad. Get back to work. It's like finding... It's like, yeah, you've been great. You deserve a pay rise. Oh, shit. No, I mean the guy that sits next to you at lunch. No, not you. Oh, no, you don't deserve a pay rise. God, no, you do not deserve a pay... Sorry. I was thinking about someone else. You don't deserve a pay rise. The other guy deserves a pay rise. Oh, goodness, no. Could you imagine if you deserved a pay rise? What a weird world that would be. Oh, you've never deserved a pay rise. You don't even deserve my contempt. In fact, we're gonna need. In fact, we're gonna need to bump your pay down so we can make the pay rise for the other guy. Yeah, no, geez, sorry about that. That's really. Oh, that's so awkward. Oh man. We just look. It's such a silly mistake to make, right? But I mean, we all make mistakes like that. Don't worry about it. Anyway, also, if you could just bring your wife in next week, because I got a few words to say to her, and we're going on holiday next weekend. By the way, me and your wife. That's right, me and your wife. Don't worry. I mean, you know, we've planned in advance. You know, she's gonna have a great time. You know, book the seduction package just so you know that's a good stuff. Oh. Guys, like, my day couldn't get any worse. Wait, did I build too many of these? Oh, I've got too many codices. Whoops. Whatever. You'd have to bring your own chair in. Excuse me, this isn't some sort of spectator sport. Besides, the seduction package does have their own chair, but he's not invited. She specifically said she wants you to get no enjoyment out of any of this. Oh. He's not even allowed the cuck chair. I'm so sorry I said that aloud. Oh. Okay, that is actually going to probably improve science production by quite a bit. Which is good. I like improved science production. So now we've got 4 flowers, 2 flowers. 4 flowers. We need 6 flowers. Technically we need 5 flowers. I think we're now at the point that we can probably put all the stuff away. Back in the box. And we're going to need bigger boxes. Oops. Did I lose a robot somewhere? I think I lost a robot somewhere. Probably. If I did, it'll find us in time. Okay. So. You know, man, that's flowing. No, put that one back. The wood doesn't really go anywhere now though, does it? No, the wood's only for production of these things, so that's okay. It looks like we have problems here too. Or does. Okay. We're gonna do this. Oh, I hate those things. I hate those things with a passion. We're gonna read, hold, enable, disable, going by the seeds on the bus. If it is greater than 300, absolutely enable. That's not the one that is supposed to be doing that. It's these. A seed's fuel? That's a question that makes me uncomfortable, I think. Are seeds fuel? No. If seeds is greater than 300, which it currently is. Oh, I had it around the wrong way. Yeah, that'll fix it.
Quality.
Okay, quality is now at uncommon. Cool. Is this done yet? It is. Wonderful. So we've downloaded the flowers, now we'll grow some more flowers. That's going to take a little bit of time, so while that's happening we will fix the other trees. Because it does look like we broke things pretty badly. $442, okay. We're going to do this. We're going to do... No, we'll do all that. Stop that for a second, please. Seed is greater than 300. And then we need a way of getting something that burns to it. There's some raw charcoal, or raw coal over there. I mean, that'll do the job. Okay. And that will slowly go back to making everything work again. Hooray! I wonder if tree seeds have any other purpose later on. Quite a few things, in fact. Do I care right now, though? Not right now. I can always worry about it another. I can always fix it another time. We can just burn shit. It's fine. We can just burn shit. Alright. Once my flower production is started, then we are going to go work on making a bio refinery thing. And maybe that's where we start thinking about getting biomass out that we don't want. Maybe that's how it works. I don't really know. We need to mine salt as well at some point. Maybe that's the next thing we do. Okay. That's muddy sludge in the hole, right? Yep. Always love to have a bit of muddy sludge in my hole, if you know what I mean. See, if I don't know what you mean, that's okay. I'm sure I want to know what I mean. Don't mind me, I've got some muddy sludge in my hole. Super force builds! So good. Actually, I'll do that just for a moment. Do it that way. I don't know if I'll ever continue going in that direction. I'm not going to block it off, but I don't think so. Going this way now. I'm going to go north for a little bit. We're going to need to run a power pole that way as well, but that's not really a huge deal. Rid of some trees. Trees ain't never helped nobody. Then we just want to go straight up there. I'm just gonna keep going for now. We're just gonna. I don't know where my car is. It's not that far away, but it's also not where I am right now, so. And then my thinking is this is about where we build. What is that over there? Nixlet? Nixlet. I think there's a ton of Nixlet everywhere, right? Nixlet's not a raw material, a rare material. Yeah, Nixlet's everywhere. So I don't really care to build on Nixlet. Not really that big a deal. I really want the bots to focus on the signals rather than the train tracks itself, but the bots will do what the bots do. The signals are the part that I'm not building. I'm not building signals. Like, to hell with that. How are we doing for fuel? We still have 20 full canisters, so it's probably okay for fuel. You just deal with those trees, please. Yeah. I think it's a pretty good step up there. So that way. Oh, wait, that's not how we do this. This cannot be mine. Well, I mean, that is true. For now, what I'm going to do is grab this train, fill it with coal. Oh, I hate that, though. That's fine, it'll figure itself out. Okay. So. Who needs signals anyway besides train drivers could use a bit of excitement at work? Exactly. I mean, when was the last time a train derailed because of poor signaling? I actually don't know the answer to that, but probably more recent than you'd like to admit. Like, I was making the joke, but then I thought about when yeah, this probably happened fairly recently, actually. So, let's just say an even 70. It's only going to be 3 belts of flowers, okay. So, if we went... by 4 is not bad. Over 6 divided by 2 is 34. I mean, if you go 34 on each side, so 17. 17. That looks like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 15. Bloody cliffs. So what are we at the moment? 13, okay. 14, 15, 16, 17. That's the worst. So directly next is obviously not a good idea. So 3 apart. Then you can probably do it next. 3 apart. That's not terrible, actually. In fact, actually, what I'd like to think about doing, instead of doing it that way, do it like this way. That actually looks a little bit nicer. I was going to put my flowers in there if I'm not careful. Yeah, there it goes. Put my flowers in there. They're safe in there. Then what we do is we cut those and then flip them vertically. And then we flip those ones vertically as well. Oh, actually. Also, you're too close. Okay, that doesn't work the way we need it to, so we are going to take them a little bit further away. One. Meanwhile, the deforestation will do what it needs to do. But you know what? Never go wrong with another one. I love the way that they've built these. By that I mean I hate it, but... Don't let the bots get bored. Oh, they're not going to get bored. Also, they're not going to invent union. It's actually in the coding. Can create union is set to null. Not set to no, set to null because it doesn't even know what a union is. That's how you know I'm a good programmer. Someone's going to be like, actually, that's the worst thing you set it to? Yeah, 404, union's not understood. No, the bots won't create a union, don't worry. I don't think you were worried, but don't worry. Okay, so... Just hoping. You're always wanting the workers to unionize. Classic. I was going to say a line, but I'm not sure if it was like slave labor or Holocaust. And while they're both bad, I don't want to make the wrong joke. I'm not saying either of them is good, obviously, but I don't want to make the wrong joke. Oh, wait, hang on. I don't know, we have nothing to lose but our chains. Is that slavery or is that Holocaust? Work sets you free is the Holocaust one. Okay, yes, no, okay, we're good. I'm gonna abandon this topic now. That would be slavery. Chains is slavery, sets you free. Okay, no. I was gonna say we're good, but no, we're not. This has been an ignorance history lesson with SeiferKatt, the ignorant. Okay. Okay, cool. So. Then we need to have soil extract. Now soil extract is just really easy, that's just water. How are my batteries going? Or my fuel canisters? They're going okay actually. I would say the workers rise up for the bots, but they're legally not able to. Even if they wanted to, they're legally not sure how. And we're going to make sure that remains. Okay, how are we doing? I don't think there's ever been a legal revolt in history. I need to get on that. I think when when slaves revolt, they should do it legally, in an orderly manner, please. Otherwise, it's just disorder, and I don't think anyone wants that. Please put your pitchforks to the left. And consider your actions wisely. It's not bad. Not bad. So then what we're gonna do is gonna get the botanical nursery. Oh, button. We'd have 6 botanical nurseries. I would like to go here. That can both feed the next generation of flowers, or okay, this sounds like a terrible, you know what? No. This sounds like a terrible idea that is either a trick or, okay. A ghost what? I don't even know what these words mean. Badai? Oh, one of those? Oh wait, that didn't work. Oh. What am I doing here? What am I doing? It's not allowing me to dropper it. I'm probably doing something wrong there. SeiferKatt has little faith. He sees like a cool suggestion and goes, I think I'm about to be have something deleted. I'm about to be nuked. He has reasons for being suspicious though. I was pipetting it. I was pipetting. Or as picture. I was pipetting here. I was pipetting here. Pipet. Pipet. I'm pipetting so much. And yet I cannot pipet anymore. I don't know what to tell you. That's recipe book. Oh. How the hell do you open the Factorio Py? You're right, you were saying a different thing. Okay. I wrote hi. A terrifying situation. Okay. Then, other side is going to be kind of a weird one. Not that weird, actually. That's an in-game flying vehicle. Yeah. Looks interesting. Get to it when we get to it, I suppose. Then we just go shunk that. And then we do we're still quite away from in-game, so I'm not too fussed about that at this stage. Go flip. Yep. Then we go and grab all of that. We just put it right here. And that should do something interesting. That should use all my resources in a rate that I'm not comfortable with. That's nice. Oh, and that didn't take properly. Right, it's not exactly the hardest belt in the world to blueprint. This is why, again, I'm glad I have bots. Although I need to go and get more because I think I can hold like... How many bots can I hold? 20. Oh, you know what? I could absolutely hold another 20 bots on top of that. I know I'm good for it. Okay. I'll leave it like that. Okay. Yeah, actually that's probably more correct. Cool. Do we give a radar? I think a radar would be nice. Cheeky little radar, just see what's going on. Don't worry about the lead ore. There's probably plenty of lead around. Double checks that. Yeah, lead's not a problem. Okay. Okay. That gets that powered up. I mean, it will once it, we have power poles, which... Ah, hell, we've run out of the good power poles too, haven't we? We need to get copper cable and chromium. Ugh. Fine. We actually need to properly build some... we really need to actually get that bust up at some point. It's not done yet, but we need to do it. Do I want to keep working on this right now, or do I want to... Might as well get it finished, right? Be a fool not to at least get it finished. I note that we've got a lot more empty fuel tanks here. Which to me means we've been using a lot of power. Which is fine, the power's designed to be meant to be used. Water pump. Let's try pump, it's probably easier. Yeah. Okay. Probably won't need that much water, so we'll split it off there. Where are those trees, please? There's one thing SeiferKatt hates, it's foliage. Okay. And then we get some electrolyzers, like 3 electrolyzers, is it? Yeah, it's not many. And we just throw the oxygen in the rubbish bin. Which is where oxygen belongs, quite frankly. I don't trust anyone who has used oxygen for any, like, meaningful purpose. Or at least says they've used oxygen for meaningful purposes. Oh, I use oxygen every day. Oh, F off. No, you don't. Don't lie to me. Let's move it a little bit. There we go. There we go. Okay, then we get a little bit of power into there. Electrolyzers don't really work without a bit of power, historically. Get a little bit of lampage. I'm actually surprised that there's still things the bots can do. I would have thought by now the bots would have run out of resources, but they're still occasionally going like, oh yeah, we can do that. I'm like, really? There's something you can do? Oh, they're cutting down trees. I suppose that's work that needs to be done. Okay. And at that point, I think this is all templated. Okay. So we need to go get a bunch of chromium, which is kind of interesting because along the way... Grab like 2 stacks of chromium maybe. And let's go get some copper cables. And then let's just see what we can do. Oh, it's going to be exciting. I like the little part where it was like a 2 wide belt. To a 3 wide belt. Train track. I just like that little bit. It's very cute. Very real. Quite a bit of aluminium. Alright. Okay, I need another soil extractor, which was... Oh. Apparently with whatever I've done here so far, that has sufficed. Put that in there. Belts. Get them all. Undergroundies? I don't really need them. These... Gonna need you to make more than 150. I don't know why I thought 150 would ever be enough. Clearly not. And that's probably not going to cut it either. Limps. We need limps. 100 limps should do for now. I don't know why I'm saying limps. I think I'm being cute. Generally, it's a big mistake for me being cute. I said limps. I'm adorable. I said limps. Don't worry, the self-loathing will get me. Okay. That's not going to be enough, but I think we're okay for now. We are going to get a lot of work done on this. Right. Oh, wait. There's a hole in there, isn't there? There's a hole in my train track, dear Liza, dear Liza. There's a hole in my train track. And I'm rather quite sad. I don't think it's ever been a tough, manly image that I've cultivated. I don't think it's ever been a thing, but thank you for joking that it was. What? Why? Oh, because we never signaled this. We never signaled this, because we didn't have signals back then. I don't think I've ever tried to say, like, cultivate that I'm manly. I think the only time that I ever tried to be manly was when, you know, at school, where to not be manly would be the subject of ridicule. Which, I mean, to some degree, I accept that to a degree. I don't mind being the subject of ridicule these days. But, you know, in school that's all you got. I wore that high-vis vest one time. Oh, you mean on stream? Well, once. Okay, get some work done, robots. Ain't nothing manlier than a high-visibility vest. Safety, that's what drives the girls wild. The worksite safety. Oh, I have no doubt about that. I'm certainly not trying to convey myself as some sort of alpha male. Someone else can be alpha male. I don't, it's not for me. Oh, you guys look like you're going for a recharge. Most attractive man in Factorio streaming. Just an attractive man. I mean, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, but thank you. I don't think my self-confidence allows me to actually say that without joking around. Probably gonna get the power poles connected, huh? Gosh darn it, the chair keeps thinking. I know why. It's because I'm not sitting on my feet on the ground like a flippin' feet on the ground, knees together, holding the P between my knees. That's how you're supposed to do it, right? No, it's not a P, it's a mint. I don't know why it's supposed to be a mint either, actually. That's what it's supposed to be, damn it. I'll come back. Okay. Really feels like HR telling you to put a mint between your knees is or should be a lawsuit. I believe it was a thing to be like girls to keep their modesty in check. You know, not to spread their legs like while sitting in a chair. They've got to like sit with a mint between their knees so that way they can't. Yeah, I believe it's something like that. I could be wrong, but I think that's what that is. The only thing you're spreading is the flu? Bro, I don't feel good about that. I saw you, like, on Saturday. Please don't tell me you're spreading the flu to me. I'm scared now. I have a funny feeling we had that, like, snare flus. Oh, I'm so annoyed by that snare, mate. I shouldn't have fallen for it. There was no reason to have done it. So, what we're doing at the moment is, in real life speak, every few weeks, a bunch of the guys I used to play Netrunner with are coming over and we're playing some Netrunner. And I fell for just the dumbest thing in the book. Like, it's basically like what not to do 101 in Netrunner, and I did it and died immediately, and I was just like, yeah. I basically ran into a trap that I should have suspected would be there somewhere. It's the oldest trick in the book. The oldest trick in the book is Seesaw Scorch. But running into a snare is... Running into the snare is such... Like, is Netrunner like Shadowrun? Not really. So Netrunner is a game that is basically a card game, and you've got two sides. A corporation side. Yeah, same vibes. It's still cyberpunk. You've got a corporation who is trying to do the nefarious tricks and make their agendas happen. Meanwhile, the runner is the hacker, and they're trying to get through. But the corporation doesn't like this, and they put a bunch of protection in front of it, and that's the sort of cat and mouse game. So Nuke had a card in his deck that if you find it, it basically electrocutes the hacker. And he's playing the faction that electrocutes hackers, and I just went, oh, that's fine. I probably won't run into it, and I ran into it and died. Because I wasn't prepared. And I was like, I should have been prepared. It was my own fault. I was so annoyed. Like, not actually annoyed, because it's just game. I have to be mad. But it was like... Yeah, again, Netrunner. If you ever get a chance to play Netrunner, if you've got a friend that plays Netrunner or has Netrunner cards, totally 100% recommend you give that game a checking it out, because it is such a fun game. What's a little friendly executing a death among friends? Exactly. Well, we're not friends anymore because I'm that mad. It's not that case. I used to go to tournaments for it, for God's sake. Like, I have a playmat literally next to me all the time. I'll show you. I'll show you my playmat that I've got next to me right now. I just use it as a mouse pad. I've got a Netrunner playmat that I won, I guess? I don't know how I got it, but I have it. Very sneaky looking. But yeah, it was such a good game. It is the best card game ever, in my opinion. Some cool artwork. There was some really cool artwork. I don't know if there's a way to like demonstrate how good Netrunner was on stream. I don't know if like there's no real good way of playing Netrunner aside from in person. Because when you can look at your opponent and just stare them down and be like, what are you doing? It's just, it feels good. It's just a very, very good card game. With really good cat and mouse. And a really good, like... When you're hacking into a server, it's just like, oh shit. It's like everyone is like... Every run is like make or break. And... It's like poke with more steps, many more steps. Yeah, but I mean... And then your opponent is doing something you don't quite understand. Are they stupid? Are they stupid? No, they're not stupid. So are they trying something risky? No. Maybe they are. Maybe it's probably a trap. There's like a really good recording back when I used to play in tournaments where like me and a friend were playing just a friendly game between rounds. And I was like, I'm going to go hack that server. He's like, you sure? I'm like, yeah, it's a trap. He's like, so why are you doing it? Because if I don't run the trap, then it won't be a trap. He's like, okay. You get in. It's a trap. I'm like, I know. And he's like, so why did you do it? I'm like, because if I didn't, it wouldn't have been a trap. So you get to hear that wonderful, like, exchange of me knowing it's a trap, but doing it anyway. And I regret nothing. Schrodinger's trap, exactly. Schrodinger? No, not Schrodinger's trap. Oh. Maybe it is Schrodinger. Yeah, because Schrodinger's box is the one with the dog. I think. No. That's Pavlov. What am I thinking of? Quantum Ogre? I don't know what a Quantum Ogre is. But yeah. Really good game. If you ever get a chance to play it, I highly recommend it. Quantum Trap. It both is and isn't a trap until I put my foot in it. Exactly. But yeah, I'm so happy that my mates and I are playing Netrunner because it just brings me so much joy. Like, we're slowly going through the card pool that we've got all the cards, but we're slowly going through the card pool and just re-exploring it all, and I'm just like, I'm just so happy. Like, up there, you'll notice there are some folders missing. Could I say it sparks joy? I could say it sparks joy. I got some folders missing because they're down here. Huge chunky folders. This is how I used to sort my cards. Sorry, I'm gonna just completely break out what we're talking about here. This is how I sort my cards. Alright, this is my Netrunner cards. So I'm just gonna all my cards are in binders, yo. All my cards are in binders. All sorted meticulously so I can find them. And there are 5 folders like this. So this is the one I'm using mostly at the moment because this is like earlier cards. Are the cards also in deck protectors? They are not. They are in sleeves once I actually am using them. So, you know, more cards. These are the cards that got rotated later on in the game's lifespan. But you know, just got some cards. It's just such a flippin' good game. I don't know how to like properly explain how good this game is. I need to. How much did these cards cost? How much did they cost? So each pack was $20 back in the day, and each cycle had 6 packs. So it's not like Magic where it was like. So the way this game worked, it wasn't like Magic where you bought a pack and you didn't know what you could get. Every month when the game was in its prime, a pack would release, and inside those packs was the same cards for everyone. So we all knew what was coming in the next pack, and so when the pack released, we all had play sets of the new cards. Which was actually a really... It was a little bit expensive, but at the same time it felt fair. So that way if you looked at a pack and went, none of these cards I want, just didn't buy that pack, no big deal. If you weren't going to use them, why buy them? So packs were $25 each, then there was the deluxes which were like $50. It probably cost me like $1,000 all up for like full collection, maybe a little bit more. But I mean, whatever. And I mean, I played the game for 3 or 4 years before the game died. It was over a few years, exactly, yeah, because you only bought like 1 pack every month or so, except for when there were like droughts of like no cards for a while. I don't know. Could you be interested in just, like streaming some Netrunner one day? Just like some friendly games on Jinteki or something. So we can try and show people why it was a flippin' good game. You don't have to if you don't want to. I am putting you on the spot here after all. I mean, you could ask our other friends as well, but you're here. They don't watch my stream. These be traps everywhere. Oh, don't. Not with the Jinteki, bro. Yeah, absolutely. Jinteki me up. So there are 4 corporations, for those who care, which is probably no one. Wayland, which is both construction and weapons manufactory. They blow places up, they rebuild them. Money. Jinteki, which relies on biotechnology, including clones. Hasbioroid, which is like... It's a production company, they also make robots. And then there's NBN, which is, imagine if all the news networks were owned by one company. I mean, imagine if all the news networks were owned by one company. Also, Amazon and all your shops were owned by one company. And imagine if all your, like, data was controlled by one company. That's NBN. They control the networks. And they all sort of work together, so like... Yeah, I know, right? Imagine. But then there's like things like... So one of the things you can do is blow up the runner's house. But you can't do that unless you know where they live. But, so if Wayland, the weapons manufacturers, works with NBN, the we know everything people, they work together. Then NBN finds you, and then Wayland murders you. It's just like, oh, that's not good. It's just a very neat game. Meanwhile, the corporations, the runners, some are doing it to make money, some are doing it just to cause damage, and some of them are just doing it to prove they're badass. Like, look at me, I just, like, hacked a building's lights to, like, show my little icon in the night sky. Why? Because I can. So the runners themselves are also doing things for different reasons. It was also a very diverse game in terms of, like, characters, so I enjoyed that. Just a wonderful game. What's your problem? Oh, you're jammed. That's fine. What else do we need? I should watch Hackers. I mean, there was a time after a tournament that a bunch of guys went to watch Hackers at a friend's place. I didn't go because I think I had my own agendas for reasons. You're probably right, I probably should. Okay. Why are we not making tons of batteries then? I'll go. Why are we not making batteries? Excuse me? It's wrong, but it's also... It's good, but it's also terrible. I mean... Oh, because it's never been trained to. Hilarious. You did. It was gloriously cringy. But yeah, it's such a good... And it's also a game that, like, so the corporation almost feels like a little bit D&D-esque. Like, the corporation is the DM, in a sense. The corporation is the one that kind of is controlling the game, and the runner is the one trying to beat them. But it's not like the DM is like, yeah, I'm going to let you win. No, the DM, the corporation is absolutely being a jerk to you. Like, I have money, and the corporation just goes, I know where you live, I control your bank accounts, you have no money. I have friends in high places. We basically broke down your friend's house and said if they interact with you again, we'll kill them. And now your friends don't talk to you. Oh. It's like, the corporation isn't a real dick. We are the high place, yeah, exactly. But likewise, the corporation can be like, I've got the board listening to me. And if the runner goes in and disrupts the board meeting, then the corporation's like, maybe we don't listen to the guy who's controlling the corp right now. Maybe you aren't in charge. A real dick, yeah. So I've got cards over here. So, last session I was playing with this guy, can't see it very well, called Wizard. His shirt says, "It is dark, you will likely be eaten by a grue." What was his tag? Master Gamer? Yeah, Wizard Master Gamer. Yeah. He's just a nerd. Isn't it wonderful? It is dark, you're likely to be eaten by a grue. Wonderful! Let's throw that old reference out there. I mean, given the fact it's like 2080 in that world, that's an old reference. I'm also missing a whole bunch of my robots again. Okay, so we should be making batteries now. No, it is Dark You Like Me by Guru is Zork, you're right. Under Wampus is different. You're right with Zork. Zork was correct. And then eventually Zork had graphics and they're like, we can't keep talking about a Gru because now a player wants to see a Gru. Wampus was a different reference. Yes. Yeah. Oh shoot, come back. Ah shit, that train's not coming back. The interesting thing about Wizard is, canonically, he did actually die at some point. The corporation blew up his house. There's like the card's called Boom, and it's just like him looking out the window as a missile's coming, and he's just like, fuck! It's like, oh no. Like, you ran your last server, nerd. I always loved that art. Some hackers managed to like leave the game without being exploded, but he did not. Boom. Boom! You looking for this? Classic. What a joke. A very iffy in particular way. Yeah, I mean, they murdered him. It was very funny that the characters that got rotated out, that a few packs before they rotated out, they had their finale, which I quite enjoyed that. So it was like, whatever happened to this guy? Well, she left the life of crime, and he got hit by a missile. Ooh. I think the one who left the life of crime probably had a better... I think she got like... It brought flowers? I would have loved flowers. No, it's alright, we're making them very soon. Flowers are coming. We need some duralumin. Get some more iron plates. Flowers are covered, they won't grow then. That's a greenhouse. They'll grow in a greenhouse. It's fine. Technicalities. I'm losing on the technicalities, guys. How you doing, Tumbling Satellite? You having a good time? Greenhouse in the middle of our street. Greenhouse. I like the version... I don't know who did it, but it was like our house. In the middle of our house. Our house. In the middle of our house. It's just like a house inside a house. I've got a crown here, by the way, but I'm legally not allowed to wear it. Oh shit, I'm sorry, moving sucks. I've got a crown, I'm legally not allowed to wear the crown. It is made of plastic, don't worry. But if I ever win Netrunner Day, I'll wear the crown on stream. But it's not my crown to wear right now. No, not at the moment. We have the crown for the winner of our Netrunner Days, but it was not me. I'm not the data king this time. I had a chance, but then I played stupid. And after you play stupid, you don't get to be the data king. Let's turn the bots off for a second. I mean, it's not that I haven't played Crusader Kings before, it's a good game, obviously. Okay. Right, so now we just need to get the water connected and we need to soil ourselves, get the water connected, and then we should be good. Oh, and turn bots back on. In that order, yeah. Soil ourselves, get the water going, good. Like I always say, if your plan doesn't involve you soiling yourself, why bother having a plan in the first place? It always bothers me at work when someone's like, alright, here's the plan going forwards, and I'm like, soil myself, got that on in the bag, and they're like, no. What? No. What? No. Ew, no. And I'm like, why are we even having a plan? Why are we even having a strategy meeting if we're not going to shit ourselves? We fired you 3 weeks ago. How do you keep getting in here? Yeah, and so, oh, yeah, you enjoy that? Wait, hang on. Let's just double check to make sure I think I'm talking about the same person. I think I am. Yes! That was a... That was a... Whoa, that was a moment. I'm glad you're enjoying it. So this is going to be a little bit slow at the moment because it is trying to make a lot of flowers at 0.15 crafting speed. But that's okay, that's what we were expecting. Might be your favorite game ever. Wow, that's a big call. It's certainly my favorite RPG. So the plan now is that we're going to let it just grow some flowers for a while. So we're going to let that just slide for a bit. And then we're going to work out how to make a salt power plant. Which... Step 1, play Netrunner. So that's going to take a long time. That's my... science is going 11 per minute. Wow, that's so fast. If you don't think that's fast, you should play Pi. Okay. As they say, easy as pie. They do say that. Perhaps they should stop. Missing radar and lamps. Yeah, I know. I actually also want to get these lamps turned into a CS stop. At least we have trains. So very soon, here's the thought going forwards. Logistics system's actually not that far away. All things considered. We do need to make logistics robots. How hard are they? I don't think they're that hard. I don't know what nichrome is. Probably nickel and chrome. And I don't know what niobium is. Yeah, I know we need green science, but my point is it's not far away. So when that happens, this part of the base is going to be destroyed. Or, at the very least, converted into a mall. Probably into a mall. So green science is coming up. Heat wires. Interesting. Oh, okay, I have nickel, I have chrome. Okay, that's actually a really easy one to do. Nitrogen might be a pain. We'll figure nitrogen out then. What was the other one? Niobium? Nitrogen is even easier. Oh, thank goodness. I deserve an easy win every now and then. That's the challenge. That one's the pain. How's aluminium going? Hey Seth, I'm sorry I'm about to end the stream, but thanks for coming by. Hope you're doing well. Look at all that meat. Damn, that's a lot of meat. Oh, it's because chitin's jammed up. We've got a lot of acid. And look at all that meat. Damn. Pleased to meet you, sir. 32. Oh, wow. How's batteries going? Not as great as I wish. $320 $640 doesn't really matter that much. I think it sounds more impactful than it actually is. I might need to actually make some more of these battery makers. Because quite frankly, how many am I making a minute right now? 24, yeah, that's not fast enough. Oh, whoops, I never connected that properly. Ah, that's fine. As long as it's making things, it doesn't really matter that much. But the wood is going... It's making things for now. Yeah, that's good enough. Like, the fact that it's making things is probably sufficient. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a... Let's find salt. There's one there, which I actually like that one, because that way we can make saline water really easily, because it's next to water. And we've got one there, which is also next to water, so I guess they're both fine. Okay. Well, I'm going to put that there, so I'm going to get that salt next time, because we need to make the molten salt, and then we can need to figure out how to make these new power plants. Power's going alright right now, I think. But there's one thing I know, it only takes like one machine to go crazy, go nuts, before all of a sudden your power is never the same again. Wow. I wish there was a consumption, like, entire factory that I could see. I guess that's production, isn't it? You can see production over the last 10 hours, it's actually been pretty static. But that's probably going to change soon. I'm not sure why, but it probably will. Yeah. Okay, that's what we're going to do. We're going to save. And then we're going to call it. So, thank you so much. You can see the netrunner cards there. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. If you're new here, please do consider following. I would appreciate it. But you do what makes you feel comfortable. I will next be streaming on Thursday. Hey, thanks, Tara. Thanks for being here. I'll next be streaming on Thursday, so be here for that as we make a salt mine, new power, and then hopefully sort our flowers so we can start making another type of... Oh, we've got to make another type of bloody animal. Fine. So let's get that done. That's Thursday's stream. Socials. YouTube.com/SeiferKatt. That's where you can find VODs. A lot of Factorio VODs. And Discord, there's the link. You can find me outside my regular streaming time. And with that, I wish everyone a good night. Take care, and I'll see you all in a few days. Bye-bye! I don't know why I said bye like that. It was weird.